Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals. This is Dana. I seem to have mislaid my ruler, so we'll use this one for a change. Dana is 17 centimeters across, 25.5 centimeters tall. She has an exposed spine of about 7 centimeters. She has 6 signatures. Yeah, she's made out of a cardboard box, so she's kind of a little flexible, but still hard covered, I guess. She has a bit of a book plate, just random collage. There's a little tag off the spine of a library book there, and just odd papers, bits of stamping, an altered piece of jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, all bits and pieces. So on the inside we have a tag or a big journal card in a pocket here, and another journal card, oops, in this pocket, and these pockets all flip out, these book pages all flip out for some journaling space. I don't know if you can see all of that, can you? Oh yes, not too bad. So yeah, just a bit of extra journal space there. Yeah, this is the inside cover of an old book, been coffee dyed. Some jelly printing. Lots of coffee dyed paper. This is another inside cover of a book. Here's some washi paper. I just use old book page, stick my old washi over it, cover it with a napkin and paste it down. Something a bit interesting, good way to use old washi. Here's one of those little booklets that I like to put in. I think Nick the Booksmith made these first. She called them Raggeties. They're just interesting because when you close your book, you've got bits and pieces sticking out of it, and just a bit of interest makes you think, what is that? Must go and check it out. And it gives you a bit of extra writing space as well. Here's some basic biscuits and caramel self-saucing pudding. Everybody needs that recipe, I tell ya. It's just some jelly printing with acrylic paint and ink. Some very old grid paper. Some more jelly printing on book page with just doodling over the top. She's full of all sorts of bits and pieces, this journal. It's a little paper flower made with little folded circles. It's been punched out of a book page. Another piece of that washi paper. There's a bit of collage on the inside, so you've got somewhere to write. Just an altered book page, just had big acrylic, well, I had acrylic paint put on it. Losing my English again today. A little bit of decoration down the side. It's a bit of an old herbal book. A few little tips and tricks there. It's an old sewing book in French. Here is a pocket made out of a book page, just containing a couple of decent sized journal cards. all sorts of colours and stickers and labels. And this was that flower decorating or flower arranging book that I include a piece of in a lot of journals. Some more very old grid paper. A little pocket made of a book page, a couple of little tags tucked in there. It's just coffee dyed card with a bit of stamping. Some eco dyeing on some very thick watercolor paper. This was eucalyptus leaves. Got some very nice impressions on that one. There's another bit of book page that's had acrylic paint smeared over it. Went through a stage of circles. This is some encyclopedia page, just been collaged over, so you've got some writing space there. Old children's book page, a few New Zealand stamps. Little book page with jelly printing and doodling. There's a little corner tuck with a couple of great big journal cards inside. And a little flip out booklet tucked inside. A little bit of journaling space on the inside there. It's a piece of a shipping book. There's a little envelope stuck on the side of a page. There's a couple of little faux envelopes tucked inside. Just an extra bit of journaling space tucked in there. They're all coffee dyed, or tea dyed actually. They were batch dyed with tea. Another one of those little flowers made of circle punched paper. This one was jelly printed on. And just a little tag tucked in the back of the envelope there. Here's a piece of paper. It's made out of a bit of brown paper bag. Packing paper, I think, actually, and leftover strips of jelly print threaded through, so it's like a bit woven paper. It's a piece of fabric paper that I made. All sorts of bits of paper, tissue paper, napkins, all pasted onto a thin piece of fabric. You can see the book page through the back, and the dyeing and the inks and whatnot. This piece of book page simply covered with a napkin and a bit of printing from the printer on the back. This was just a bit of faux wrapping paper, if you like. I was fiddling around with paints and stamps and, well, not stamps, stencils, doodling, whatever. Just felt like making something that day. And here's the back of the page where I was cleaning off all my stencils. It's a piece of file divider. This piece of grid paper. Somebody's making that string art. A bit of a sketch of their string art before they made it. A little bit of decoration down the side here, a little fussy cut butterfly, and another one of those paper flowers. There's the other side of that woven paper. Another pocket made of a book page with a couple more of those great big journal cards. It's beautiful. Just left that as it was because it was just gorgeous. Love the colours. I'm particularly fond of yellow, and when you put it next to blue it just really pops. A bit of dictionary page. Oxtail stew. So there's another recipe everybody needs. Amazing. A few notes. What to do in June in Australia. Other side of that page, and another big journal card tucked inside. There's some more of that shipping book. A piece of very coffee dyed ledger. It's actually not ledger, it's actually timesheets, I think. Another inside piece of a book. Coffee dyed paper, another one of those big raggeties with some pages on the inside, all ready to go. Add a bit of interest to your page. Lots of colour. Another file divider. There's plenty of places to write, plenty of places to stick things, little collections of this and that as you go through life. Lots of places to clip paper clips, some fairly sturdy pages that will hold just about anything you choose to stick on them. And there we go, that's the last page. On the inside of the back cover we have an enormous paper clip that is holding in a little book. This was just a little direct mailing kind of book. I think it came with something I bought actually. It was advertising anyway, so I just covered every page with some, except for the ones that were just nicely lined, with a bit of coffee dyed paper I had floating around, and actually it's tea dyed. And yeah, just makes a fat little booklet. That's quite cute. Just something, there was a few colouring pages in it that I left so that you could use those. And yeah, literally just a little book. You can see how fat it got. With all the paper stuck to it. Inside here there's a little envelope flip. There's a tiny piece of journaling paper there. Some little stamped card in there. And in the back there is an envelope made out of no, it's not an envelope, it's actually a big piece of old magazine page from 1978. So yeah, there's a couple of biscuit recipes on there. You can go and try those out and see what food was like in 1978. What did we find the most delicious in 1978? I don't remember. I was there, but I don't remember. Here is a big journal card tucked in behind there. And yeah, then there's the back cover. So that's Dana. I hope you enjoyed having a look through her. Yeah, she's quite a chunky little journal. Certainly got a lot to look at and explore. I love this big paper clip. It's just enormous. She is available. Dana is available on my Etsy store right at the moment. If you'd like to pop over there, Penny Rose Journals. There's also a link in the shop bio to some free digitals. You'll have to copy and paste into your browser, but you're more than welcome to just pop over and collect anything out of that little selection that grabs your fancy. So as you can see, her cover is quite grungy. It's actually painted and then stamped and then, yeah, distressed, and yeah, lovely. Love it. All right, well, thanks a lot for coming along and spending time with me and getting to know Dana. We'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.